Far away, in the heart of a vast land, was the village of Igbo, nestled between the lowering hills and the great forest. It was a village that lived in peace, surrounded by nature's beauty. The villagers were known for their strength, their courage, and their kindness. But deep within the forest lay a mystery that no one dare speak of: the spirit of the forest. This spirit was neither good nor bad, but it had a power over the land that no one could ignore. For years, villagers had disappeared without a trace. Young men, old women, children, all vanished, their cries lost in the wind. No one knew why. Some said it was the work of the spirit that ruled the forest. The elders spoke in whispers, afraid to speak too loudly for the fear the spirit will hear. They say, "Do not wander into the forest after dark, for you may never return." Then comes a young man named Obinna. Obinna, however, was different from the other villagers. He was brave, strong, and curious about the world around him. He often wondered why the villagers disappeared and what the spirit truly wanted. On a quiet evening, while walking along the river bank, he made a decision that would change his life. He said, "Tomorrow, I will enter the forest. I will face the spirit and learn his secrets." When Obinna shared his decision, his parents were filled with fear. Obinna, his mother said, tears welling in her eyes, "The spirit is not something you can defeat. It is powerful beyond measure. You must not go." His father, who has seen countless battles, looked at him staring. "The forest is cursed," he said. "Many great men have entered it, only to vanish without a trace. You are brave, but this is not a fight you can win." But Obinna was not one to turn back when he made up his mind. At dawn, with his staff in hand and a heart full of determination, he entered the dark, whispering woods. The path was narrow, and the further he walked, the darker it became. Strange sounds filled the air, and the wind seemed to whisper his name. Yet, Obinna pressed on, his curiosity stronger than his fear. As Obinna ventured deeper into the forest, he began to hear something: footsteps. But when he turned around, there was no one there. His heart began to race, but he stood firm. The footsteps grew louder, and then a deep, lowering voice called from the shadows, "Why do you enter my domain, young warrior?" Out of the shadows stepped the spirit. It was tall, his body shimmering like moonlight on water. His face was hidden by a veil of mist, and its eyes glowed like fireflies in the night. "I am the spirit of the forest," it says, his voice like the rustling of leaves. "Why have you come here, Obinna of Igbo?" Obinna was afraid. He stood tall, looking the spirit in the eye. I have come to stop your cruel taking of our people, he declared. I will face you and learn why you do this. The spirit's laughter echoed through the trees, sending chills down Obina's spine. Foolish boy, the spirit whispered. If you wish to stop me, you must prove yourself worthy. I will give you 3 trials. Pass them, and I will show you the truth. Then comes his first trial. The first trial was upon him immediately. The spirit raised his hand, and from the darkness came a beast larger than any animal Obina had ever seen. His fur was black as night, its claws long and sharp, and its teeth like daggers. With a deafening roar, it lunged toward Obina, his eyes burning with fury. Obina fought with everything he had. He dodged the beast's deadly claws and struck it with his staff. But the creature was quick and fierce. With each swing of its claws, the ground shook. Obina leaped and ducked, his heart pounding in his chest. Finally, he saw an opening and lunged forward, striking the beast's heart with a well-aimed blow. The beast let out a final roar before collapsing to the ground. The spirit appeared from the shadows, its form shifting in the air. You are stronger than I thought, young warrior, it said. But this was just the first trial. There is more to come. You have proven your strength, but now you must prove your wit and courage. Next, the spirit led Obina to the rivers of souls. The river was wide and swift, its waters dark and filled with swingling shadows. The spirit spoke. To cross, you must swim through the waters without being consumed by the spirits that live beneath. Without hesitation, Obina dove into the river. The current was powerful, and the water was cold. He swam with all his strength, fighting against the pull of the river. Strange, glowing fish swam past him, their sharp teeth gleaming in the moonlight. The whispers of lost souls filled the air, but Obina focused on reaching the other side. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, he emerged from the water, breathless but alive. Then comes the final trial. The final trial was the Cave of Echoes. As Obina stepped inside, the air grew cold, and the walls trembled with every step he took. Inside, he could hear his own voice echoing back at him, but it was not his voice. It was a twisted version of it, mocking him, calling him weak and foolish. The spirit's voice echoed through the cave. Face your deepest fear, Obina, or you will never leave. Obina's heart raised. From the shadows, a figure emerged, a twisted version of himself, a reflection of his deepest fears. "You are nothing," the figure snarled. "You will never be a true warrior. You will fail." But Obinna did not falter. "I am not afraid of you," he said, his voice steady. "I know who I am, and I will not let fear control me." With that, he struck the shadow, shattering it into 1,000 pieces. The spirit appeared before him, now no longer threatening, but peaceful. "You have passed all 3 trials, Obinna. You are truly brave, strong, and wise. The curse of the forest is now broken, and your village will no longer suffer." The spirit's form shifted, revealing his true nature, a peaceful guardian of the land. The spirit congratulated Obinna for his bravery and his courage, and sent him back to his land, Igbo. Obinna returned to Igbo as a hero. The villagers had heard of his bravery, and they welcomed him with open arms. The spirit of the forest, now free of his curse, would forever watch over them. Peace returned to the land, and the villagers lived without fear. Years passed, and Igwe thrived. The forest, once dark and mysterious, now was a place of beauty and wonder. Obinna continued to protect his people, but he never forgot the trials he had faced. And the spirit of the forest, now his true protector, remained a guardian to the village, ensuring that peace would reign forever. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. And please don't forget to share this video. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Till next time. Bye-bye.